guys, what's up there? My name is Samuel and welcome to the RacingMachine channel. And today we are bringing some news, just like our last video. I'm gonna put it here. So today I'm gonna review the Iracing's support for the Oculus Rift DK2, this guy here over my head. So very recently Iracing just released their new build that came with the DK2 support and lots of other improvements. So today we will have a look on how good and how real it is compared to the other games such as Assetto Corsa and Project Cars, games that we already drove with the DK2. So I'm gonna tell you guys how it feels like, how good it is, and if it's really worth it to have the Iracing game and your DK2 playing with it. So let's have a look into the games menu. So this is something very and a lot better than in Project Cars or Assetto Corsa. So I'm gonna just have a very quick look into this menu screen. As you guys see, this is the HUD, it's on your screen, it's not out of the screen. So I mean, you don't have to take off the Rift, select the car and track and click play. You can just do that from inside here, and this is very nice. It's a lot more comfortable instead of as it is with Project Cars and Assetto Corsa, that they don't have this kind of HUD on the screen. So the other games that have this kind of menus on the inside the Rift are Euro Truck Simulator 2 and Live for Speed. So I'm gonna drive the HPD ARX car. It's a prototype car from the American Championship, I think, the American Le Mans Series, and we're going to drive this car in Suzuka. I'm gonna use the high downforce setup. I didn't do any changes apart from taking a little bit off the fuel. So my intention is just to show you guys what it feels inside the Rift. Is not to set any perfect laps. So right now, off the hat, we see that it's a very nice feeling. The 3D, it's very nice. It's very immersive. But there is something I need to tell you guys. Look and pay attention to this. You see that there is no movement where when I lean forwards or backwards, because positional tracking is not yet available on this build. So the development team told us that it is coming probably in the next build, but it's not ready for now. But that doesn't really take off the experience. I mean, you can drive like this, but there's something that I would like to mention as well, is that without the positional tracking you tend to feel a little bit dizzy, because your head, your brain, it cannot understand this kind of thing, that when you move your head forwards or backwards, there is no movement on the image that is being rendered, that your eyes are seeing. So this is some kind of confusing stuff for a brain, so people will tend to get dizzy. I think I am really used to the DK2, so I'm not having too many issues, but that's okay. That was something I wanted to mention real quick. Well, looking inside the interior, it's a totally open wide interior from a prototype car. I love this kind of cars. They have a very wide vision of the whole thing, the whole track, the whole situation. You see the mirrors, when I move my head, they tend to move as well. I think that this is not real. This movement, when I'm moving my head to the left, the mirrors should not move. I mean, if I did this, then yes, but I'm just moving it, I'm just looking to the left, so it shouldn't move. So this is something I think they will correct as well. I cannot come close to the dashboard or the other stuff in the next to me, but you can see right now that there are quite a lot of buttons in the steering wheel, just like a Formula 1 car. The cockpit dashboard on a very nice screen showing us the gear numbers, the engine revs at about 10,000 RPMs, the fuel amount, the tire pressures, and lots of stuff to look while driving. And some buttons there as well on my left. But the thing that I really want to mention is the HUD or the HUD when you are driving. So we don't have this in Assetto Corsa and project cars, as I said. You can see the lap timing information, and I even configured in one of my Fanatec buttons so I can switch between the menus, and I can see a lot of information during my drive. So this is very nice. And you see there as well information about the lap times. As long as we start to lap, you see the numbers changing all the way around there, the optimal lap, best lap, and last lap. So this is very nice. And there is the gear indicator as well. There is the steering wheel icon indicating how much you're turning the wheel. You see that on iRacing it locks right up to 90 degrees, and even if I'm turning more, you see there in the icon it shows I just turned it 180 degrees, but the driver's arm and the steering wheel, the 3D steering wheel, it doesn't turn like that. But that's okay. You have the gas indicator when you're pressing the brake and the clutch, so you can see the amount of input you're putting on, and I think that's it. So let's have just a drive around this track. Here we are now entering our very first timed lap into the main straight up to 6th gear, 260 kilometers an hour, heading to the first corner. It's a very deep dive and braking. Almost flat now into this S section into 3rd gear. Very hard racing line here. Now going up the hill to 4th gear, 5th gear, heading to a very tricky part. Down the bridge, 3rd gear, 4th gear, leading to the hairpin, very hard braking. Can easily lock up here. We're just doing it right now. Perfect line. 3rd gear. We can have some time to breath now before the spoon corner. Approaching to 6th gear. Very hard braking down to 3rd. Let the car go a little bit wide. Now back to the throttle again, very carefully, should not go off track, to 4th gear, now back straight, then into a 130R corner, the famous one. This can easily be done in flats out on this car. And into the last chicane, braking at a 100-meter board on the... Now very keen to end the lap. This is our very first lap completed on 1 minute 49.8 seconds. Entering our 2nd lap. Very hard to find the right time to apply it all. The car tends to understeer quite a lot. This setup definitely needs some changes, but it's fine to drive, just to show you guys. Look at how much understeer the car carries through the corners. But it's a Ooh, just a little bit wide. That's a nice car anyways. It's an easy one to drive in some extent. It has some understeer tendency into the mid corner. The entry corner is very fine, and the exit of the corner you have to be careful to not have some understeer. Just like right here. You gotta be very smooth and patient. Should not go off track. There's lots of understeer. I think probably we should stiffen the rear roll bar and the rear suspension so the car would be a lot better. Probably a lot faster. Approaching the last chicane again. Quickly up to second gear to avoid wheel spin. We're just about to end our second timed lap. Just a little bit slower, 4/10 slower. Let's try to do a mid 149 now. Very tricky and challenging part, this sector 1 in Suzuka. You can miss the racing line and grab your lap very easily. So the racing line is a major thing. Just a little bit of oversteer under the bridge, no problem. Carrying lots of speed into the hairpin braking zone. She did just fine again. Leading to the spoon corner now. This is our last timed lap, so I better do it fine. Just apply mid throttle and then flats out once we are close to the apex. Because we carry lots of understeer, so it's hard to give it flat early because the car will go off track. Approaching the last chicane once again, and for the last time. Ooh, I almost missed that. Little mistake. Which cost us the lap. Oh, that time 150.7. That's it. Wow, great ride in Suzuka. Look at us there. Very nice view. I can look around, all around, as if I was in the grandstands. Very nice feeling indeed. Wow, what a drive that was. A great car overall. It has some understeer tendency. Not into the corner's entry, but on the mid corner mainly, and so you gotta be really cautious on your gas and probably release the gas most of times, because the car will tend to go off track. I think by stiffening the rear suspension and mainly the rear roll bars, I think this tendency of understeer should be get rid. So the car should probably go a little bit more oversteer, which is what we are looking for. Well, the track itself feels amazing, and the racing line in Suzuka is really special and challenging at the same time. There are no room for mistakes, and overall it's a great combo and a very nice game support with the GK2. I love the GK2 support, apart from the positional tracking not being available yet, but the development team told us that it will sometime soon in the future, so no problem, we can have fun until there, and I really loved that. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel so you can stay tuned and you won't miss our next videos. And also don't forget to share the video with your friends so you can show them what it feels like driving with the Oculus Rift and the Iracing game. Well, that's it for now. I thank you your attention once again, and we will see you again next time. Cheers!